or souls. I hope you're doing really well today, wherever you are when this message reaches you or you see this video. My kitten wants to say hi really fast. Give me a bit. This is Mavis. Oh, she's like, don't hold me. That's also where I've been, since I haven't been on social media that much. I've been taking care of a kitten and integrating with 2 other cats, and also just enjoying some inner reflection and healing and new adventures. So yeah, hope you're doing well. We'll see what the messages are for today. She's sitting right next to us for the message. So let's see what's coming through. Of course, take what resonates. If something doesn't resonate at all from this message or this channeling, let it go. Let it be for someone else or just for the sake of creating today at this moment. I'm working with the Oracle deck that I'm in process of creating. Sovereign Vibrations Oracle deck. Wow. Okay. So the 3 cards that came out, we get Shadow Integration. And I absolutely love this card. It's one of my favorites, and it actually surprised me when I channeled it, when I created it, how it came through. And the affirmation for Shadow Integration is, I embrace all aspects of myself. I find sovereign alignment with the shadow of my experience. Or sorry, I'll start again. I find sovereign alignment when the shadow of my experience has freedom to express and merge with the light of my soul. And I'm being guided to kind of dive deeper into that affirmation, because when we deem certain aspects of our being or even the world around us as darkness or as shadow, the contrast, we make it separated from what we deem to be okay to express, to feel, to witness, even, I'm hearing. So when we allow there to be a sovereign understanding, and sovereign meaning a neutral perspective, not deeming one right or wrong, anything in that direction of what we're labeling something, when we find that sovereign alignment of our consciousness, the shadow of what we experience has freedom to be expressed, and yet then can come into wholeness, into merging with our light, like a yin-yang in that way of like allowing the separated parts to have freedom to be as one. So then we find more alignment within how we are as a human being, because we can always do our best, maybe sometimes not always our best, but we can strive for that. And that also means having a darker period or having things that really trigger us come up, and seeing the contrast in the world and knowing that we're all experiencing different aspects of reality, of consciousness, of a quantum life, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I'm hearing strongly like this card came up to help you feel safer in diving deeper into what you deem as your shadow, and integrate it and loving it and not hiding it, because when we suppress something, we also expand it and make it even a bigger aspect than we really want, and even become more layered up with fear and just a lot. So within that, we get the Sagittarius card. And even if you're not a Sagittarius or don't really resonate with Sagittarius, I was channeled to, or called to, make these zodiac signs so that we can also find more balance within just our identity or characterization of what the zodiac signs kind of represent. So with this affirmation, I shoot for the stars, yet remain grounded and balanced in my approach. So I'm even hearing like as we integrate our shadow self, we can have a goal in mind of what it looks like to be in more alignment, more in our sovereign state of consciousness, where we allow for all things to exist without necessarily dragging us down or even lifting us up super high. We can stay in a neutral state. So if we have a goal in mind, we can know that we're not always going to be in a shadow. We're not always going to feel weighed down. So we can hold space for what is to come and what we are merging into as we integrate. And the last card that came up is the Crystalline Upgrade, which I think is beautiful, like this stepping stone of upheavaling or unearthing and realizing the shadow, having a direction of where we want to go, and then having this assistance of an upgrade. And the affirmation is, I release old patterns and outdated constructs that are now ready to be transformed. I allow crystalline light codes to upgrade my system. And if that doesn't make sense for you in terms of like what is a crystalline upgrade, essentially it's really allowing us to have more abundance in our lives and more higher frequencies, in this way of also supporting a merging of our consciousness. And in that way too, it's being more of our authentic self with less fear, less inner critic, less conscious worrying about what others or the world perceives us as. Yeah, so again, if it's not something like these terms don't resonate, you can put whatever you wish to call, like, I will be a better person because I know that I have that aspect of being angry sometimes, and I can shoot for a better approach of balancing my anger or taking a step back and listening to both sides of the story, say if it's an argument or something with a relationship, or even just having a better space to reparent ourselves and say, yes, this is hard right now. I don't like that I'm angry, but I can integrate it and know that anger is a safe emotion to have, and find better ways of coping with the anger and stepping into a higher state of not allowing that anger to control me or what have you. So I hope this message supported you in some way where you're at today. It resonated at all. If not, it's okay. Yeah, hope you're all doing really great.